Hafide, everybody, and welcome to your Friday episode of Extra. I'm Jason Salas, and we have Kate and Bob in studio right now to lead off the show, and we are talking about 55 years at St. John's School, that little school in Tumon, guys, that, you know, if you literally blink and you miss it as you pass by Upper Tumon, but they have been doing a lot of amazing things to prepare young Guamanians for college for many, many years. So congratulations, first of all.
Thanks very much.
Okay, and I guess the obvious question is, how do you celebrate 55 years of that level of education, and what does it mean to be a St. John's Knight and to carry that responsibility and the legacy?
Well, I actually don't know because I didn't graduate from St. John's, but Kate did and my wife did. But, so Kate might be able to talk more about that.
Well, congratulations again.
Thanks,
once a night, always a night.
Yes, and so when we went up to the junior high, so graduated at that time would have been at ninth grade with Bob's wife. She was 1 year older. But it's a great, I mean, going to St. John's is really part of a family. And you know, the connections that you make and that you keep all the years along, like many other schools, but particularly there because of our size, it's a very close family experience. And for the 55 years, it has been on Guam 55 years, since '62, and we're excited to celebrate. We're going to be celebrating on September 16th with a big bash.
Very, very well. And of course, the island's only Episcopalian school.
That's right.
And I believe, if my history is correct, the upper school had its first graduating class, I believe, 1991.
90, I believe.
Was it 1990? Okay.
Yeah, my sister-in-law.
Yeah, my buddy Anna Borlas, who actually went to Penn.
That's right.
Yep, she was the valedictorian of that year.
That's right. That's right.
It's, yeah,
was it 1991? Yeah.
And we've, you know, as you mentioned, Anna heading into Penn, you know, we have had a good history of college placements and academic success, but really this event is going to be something we're going to use to highlight our fine arts program, which sometimes gets a little bit overlooked, although they've been truly flourishing in the past couple of years. We've sent a couple of kids. This summer we had a couple of kids who were down at Sydney Opera House and doing a performance and lessons down there. We've had some kids recently go to Carnegie Hall. About the past 3 or 4 years, we've sent a delegation of kids every year to Carnegie Hall. So 2 years ago, we had a choir, the youth choir, that went to the Hong Kong Disneyland. And our Glee Club, which has, you know, you think about our school, our Glee Club's got 40 members, 40 voices in that Glee Club, and they've been very successful the last couple of years with a couple of gold medals at the Tumon Bay Music Festival. So really what we're doing with the proceeds from this celebration is going to be kind of jamming that back into the fine arts program and trying to come up with better facilities and better venues for them. Well, speaking of facilities, I've played in the gym many, many times, and over the years it is a phenomenal gym to play in. Well, thank you. That's the Dale Jenkins Gymnasium. That that predates me by a year. So I've been on campus for a while, but that was there before I got here. Well, speaking of the gym and you know, like about fine arts, the St. John's theater program has really taken off. You know, like in the last decade and a half, thanks to people like Karen Flores. You know, has done wonderful work with teaching kids about a love of the craft of stage, and especially about the athletic program. I remember it was kind of a running joke, like, way back when, and they said, "Oh, you're going to play St. John's. Okay, that, you know, that's a cupcake game." And then it became, "You're going over to St. John's. You guys better have your A game together, because that is a tough match." That's right. St. John's has a wonderful athletic program, very competitive.
That's right. It's really true. I mean, in my day, it was the Sportsmanship Award. And it was great to have the Sportsmanship Award, and we still should, you know, cherish. But yeah, this year, I mean, and coming years, they've really taken off with the sports. Yeah, we had a lot of success with the volleyball program recently. Chris Shepard, who also attended St. John's and is now back and as our athletic director and head volleyball coach. In fact, the girls right now are undefeated, although we're only 3 games into the season, and we're 3-0 is 3-0. And then we're playing JFK, who's also undefeated. That'll be on Saturday night. But so that's kind of, it's been an exciting thing to watch, because, you know, I've been there long enough that I remember the lean years, and it's nice to be able to watch. And you know, Nate DeKnight was part of one of our undefeated seasons in basketball a few years back. So that's always it has been fun to watch it grow. It's a long history of people who not only go off to very reputable programs in the mainland and elsewhere, like you said, Bob, you know, Sydney, you know, the Opera House, but they come back to Guam and they contribute back to their island home community, and they make great contributions in a variety of ways. Yes, and we want to promote that, is you know, people coming back to the island and then coming here and keeping the connections. And so hopefully with our event, you know, it's open to everyone, but especially we're hoping to see our alums come back and connect with one another. Okay, so let's talk about the when, where, and possibly if there's a how much, because we want to be able to keep this thing going. Yeah, that we do.
Kate?
Sure. So it's on Saturday the 16th, September, so just a couple of weeks from now. And we're actually having it in the gym. We're doing something a little different. We've had ones in hotels, but we want to bring everybody back to the school. And so it has a more fun element to it. And we're encouraging everybody to come dressed as their decade, because it's Memories Through the Decades, celebrating
nice.
all of the 50 years.
I want to see who dresses as the 80s.
I know, well.
Big hair, neon.
My hair won't be so big anymore.
Denim jacket.
Yeah. So we are.
Jeans that are torn intentionally.
Exactly.
Acid washed, I would hope.
Well,
Some fluorescent.
if I can find them.
There you go.
If you can find them. But yeah, so we're trying to keep it fun, and we're going to have an incredible entertainment program coming from actually all elements of our school. We have some faculty performance, student performance, as well as parent performance, and making it a fun event. How much is it? It's $150 a plate. We're trying to really generate some funds from this to support our arts program, because we do have the great gym, we have great facilities, but we don't have a dedicated facility for our arts program, which is tough a little bit.
And of course, that is a very necessary component of a complete education for kids at any school, much less a college preparatory program like your own.
Right.
Yeah, we also, the whole island has long been needing a good quality fine arts venue. It's, there are, obviously the best stage that we have on island is down at the Sandcastle, but you can only use them on Wednesday if you ask nicely. They've been very supportive of our program, but just the Wednesday's the only night they're dark, so that's somewhat limiting. And then the Southern High School Gymnasium is, again, a nice facility, but again, it's a little bit more remote than what we would like to have. So it's hopefully something that we can use not only for us, but perhaps for the entire island to use at times.
Even like the gym now is multi-use. Our use, community use, other schools' use even.
And we certainly appreciate that, as well as the community at large. And congratulations on 55 years.
Oh,
thank you so much.
All right, and we will put more information about how you can participate and contribute to help St. John's School do its very fine work. Just go to our YouTube channel for that. We will be back right after this.